Hey everyone, and welcome to Isms by Josie. Today we're going to be doing part 2 of our video series using Rosalind. I did a PR unboxing yesterday, and today I'm going to be working on my thumbnail. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in, and for my new viewers, please consider subscribing, share, hit that like button, leave a comment below, and click on that notification bell for future videos. So I'm going to be doing the woven illusion nail design, and I'm starting off using C001, and I actually did some editing on my filming, but I left in a lot of extras since this is a short video and it's just one nail. So I did about 2 coats of this C001, and then as you can see here, I left in the cleanup. I left in filling in the spots where it wasn't really opaque, and again, just retouching up. For some reason, sometimes, and it's not all of Rosalind's gel polishes, but in this case, you need 2 coats. So I'm doing that. And don't forget to cap it. So I thought about doing this really cool design. I've seen it a number of times, but didn't want to attempt it because it's a little intimidating. But you know what? When I received this black and yellow package, I really was excited to try it out. I love these 2 colors together. It's the colors of my car, my favorite car that I've had since college. Next, I'm using this C027. This is the gold color. It's a very nice color here, as you can see. It pops more on a white background, and it gives it a more metallic-y color when you put it on black. So I wanted this to pop out since this is going to be a woven illusion design, and I wanted these shapes to pop out. But as you can see, I ended up putting, I would say 2.5 coats, because as you see here, this is the second coat, and it's just getting that, base nail covered. Maybe I'm a little too heavy with the brush there, but after I did that, and I filled in some spaces, I felt like the base of the nail could use a little bit more. So after this, I ended up just putting more gel polish just on the base of the nail to make sure. I don't know if my eyes were just... I did this I'm so tired, you guys, today. I did this really late, so maybe it could have been my eyes, because looking at this video now, it seems fine. The next color I'm going to be using is C013, and with this color, which is the black, I'm going to be putting down center points for this woven design. I'm just gonna use my little palette here and a ball tool, and I'm going to spread out evenly 4 dots on the edge of close to the edge of my nail, and on the other side. And then after that, I'm going to do 8 more dots in the middle, and I'm going to make it all line up. And this is going to create our grid to do our woven design. I mean, it looks very complex and intimidating, but essentially it's super easy, you guys. So just check out what I'm doing here in my video, and try it out yourself, and then let me know how it turns out. I want to see your end result, because it's so super cool. I think this is something that everyone can do. I mean, that might be that might sound a little crazy, but I think so, because I think this is a bit easy. I mean, a little complex, but a bit easy. So, I don't know if you saw it, but I did cure the dots after I finished them. That way, they're stable, they're not moving, they can't be erased, and then I can work on these little arcs here. I don't know how to explain this to where it's simple and cut and dry. I guess you would just have to watch the video if you end up doing this yourself. But as you see already, it's kind of creating this illusion that these little pieces are going in and out of my nail. And I'm loving the color that I ended up choosing out of this set, because it's just giving it some extra accidental 3D dimension to it because of the shine. But I'm going to add to that as well, because you know, it's just the light hitting it. When the light's not hitting it, or it's not hitting it right, it really is not going to look as 3D as it could be. But yeah, so it's fairly simple. This kind of reminds me of a game that my dad and I used to play. You draw dots on a piece of paper, and each person gets a turn drawing sticks to connect the dots, and the goal is to create a box and put your initial in there. And whoever has the most complete boxes with initials wins the game. I know it sounds kind of like a nerdy game, but I'm a nerd, so there you go. But yeah, so connecting these dots definitely remind me of that pastime. But yeah, so as you see here, guys, it's just repetition, creating these curved lines. And once I'm done with this, I'm going to give it a cure, and we're going to move on to the next step. If you're watching this far, go ahead and click that like button. It definitely helps my channel out, and I greatly appreciate your support. So after I've completed drawing up the lines, I'm going to go back in with my C013, and I have my, I don't know what this brush is called, but it's the one with the angle on it. And I'm going to use one of the ends to color in some shading. And I'm going to put the shading right at the edge of this curved line here. And so wherever that pattern is, if it's going horizontally or vertically, I want to put it at the ends so that I create this 3D effect by adding some shading. And if you do this and the polish gets smudged around and it's not that nice, just make sure the sticky layer is off, and then that you can always reapply a layer while it's still wet. Just make sure it's there, and then like just feather off to ombre that into the piece, as you see here. But yeah, essentially you're just going to be doing some shading, and it won't have to be super crazy at this point, because I am going to apply a highlighter on these pieces to further the dimensional look to it. So after curing that, we're going to do the same technique using the C001, but this time rather than putting it on the edges, we're going to put it right in the middle. You don't need a lot of product, you just need enough to kind of glaze it over that center there. And so that's going to create some height, a look of height into these pieces, because the lighter it looks, it kind of pops out more. The darker it looks, it kind of looks sunken in. So now we have this undulating effect using the black and white. And right now, because these pieces are just so tiny and I'm just trying to get all the color on there, it's a little too much white, but yeah. So now I'm just gonna go back in and smudge this all in, blend it in with those colors. And I know like you do get the gold washed out from this, but there are moments after this is all said and done where you can see the gold coming through, so it ends up looking all right. You could change up the pattern of the dots so that the pieces are wider and then you can still see that gold effect, but because I have coffin nails on, these pieces are small. So after I cured that, now I'm going to go back in with the C001 again, and I'm just going to do a very, very, very thin line. I mean, I really suck at it, but I'm trying to do a thin line on the edges of these pieces now, and that's just going to give an extra pop between the gold pieces and the black voids in between them, as you can kind of see now. Now I lay this down first, and then I'm going to go back in with that smudge brush. I don't know if I switch up the brush, but I'm just going to clean it up, try to make that line even thinner, and even kind of like try to blend it in with everything so that there's a faint hint of that kind of highlight. And this will accentuate, I guess if I have to pick a word, this will accentuate that piece even more. As I'm looking at this is looking a little freaky to me, which I have a little issue with, but it means that it's working, and it's definitely looking like a woven piece of something that was laid on my nail, cut up and shaped to my nail look. But here's the end result, you guys. If you enjoyed this video, again, give it a like, but also if you really like these products from Rosalind, it's the black and yellow collection, I'm going to leave the product link in the description box below, along with the discount code that is valid till the end of July, which is my birthday month, so get on that. And again, this is such a simple design really, but it just looks very complicated, which I think is very special, especially if you're just starting out. Like, I think I'm good at art, but I don't think I'm great at art. But yeah, so here is the finished product. Thank you so much for watching, guys. This is Isms by Josie. Please share, like, and subscribe for future videos. And join me again. We still got 4 other fingers to go, and I'm going to be doing different designs using this black and yellow package from Rosalind. Thanks. Bye.